cell therapy involves using stem cells to treat or prevent diseases and conditions. Stem cells have the unique ability to develop into different types of cells in the body. They can repair damaged tissues, making them useful in treating conditions like leukemia, spinal cord injuries, and certain genetic disorders. While gene therapy involves modifying or manipulating genes to treat or prevent diseases, it works by introducing, removing, or altering genetic material within a person's cells to correct defective genes or to make beneficial proteins. This technique holds promise for treating genetic disorders, some cancers, and viral infections. So, salamat sa pag-apil karon. Naghisgot kami bahin sa bagong gene therapy and pag-ulang gi-aprobar sa clinical nga paggamit sa pagsugod mo suporta kaba sa kini nga therapy kontra ba ka o naa ba kay mga duda bahin ini.
Well, kung may sigot tao kaayuhan, no, siyempre hindi mo kita makakontra, no, kay gusto man kita nga maulian ang tao no, sa mga nagkalain sakit. Pero mga lagi, no, kinahanglan, lagi, say na ipo'y duda, no, nga, kinahanglan ka ng warta ka baloon sa epekto po din, no, sa umabot pa nga panahon, kung safe ba kini, o mas maiba ni nga proseso ang gamiton sa pagtambal sa mga sakit.
So, sige Father, so mahimo ba nimong ipasabot unsa gyud ang imong mga duda?
Kay usay naman ko yung mga epekto sa pagpanambal na in the long run, no, at kabalo nga mga may side effects ba no, nga mura ba o kung sa sugod pa lang mura okay ra, no, pero at kabalo sa pagdagan sa taas nga panahon, no, naapoy mo develop po ni siya og lain pod nga epekto sa atong lawas, no. So mo na nga kinahanglan gyud og ato pa masusi nga pagkuan gyud pag imbestiga o masusi nga research no about ani nga pamaagi.
Sakto ka, so aduna ka ba'y mga alternatibong pamahagi nga imong yunona nga makasulbad sa pipilan ini ka mga kabalaka?
Siguro ang alternate na nga pamagi is ang pagpahimulos no sa mga medicinal nato nga mga tanong no kay nagkan pa pud ang mga wala pa baya na diskubrihan no nga mga medicine so takabalo nga sa karon ato lang silang gitan-aw nga sagbot pero mao dito ang kuan nga diha ang tambal sa nga ato makuha no? Pero kana lagi no kinahanglan gyapon og lalong pa nga pagtan-aw no pag-research about sa kanang mga tanong pud nga atong gamiton okay. Again naapod ni sa mga side effects pero mutuo ko nga with the right with the right solution or nakita nato sa tanong then nga makatabang pud sa masakiton.
So, last question, Father. So, nindot na nga punto sa imong pagtan-aw, unsa may epekton ini nga gene therapy sa imong nasudlan nga narangan o unsa ka ang epekto niini sa kadaghanan?
So, sa ako isip pare no say na magimuduon ka ng pasantalanan din. Sud ang tan-aw ng tao nga mamatay bitaw nga hopeless no kanang itong wala siya paglaom wala siya paglaom na wala pa siya pagtuo din. Kana sa no kung malapot sa kunahon nga hopefully naay pamaagi nga patambalan no kini. Kung siguro usa sa mga kung mahimo mong galing isang solusyon no hopefully maka-avail ang tanan no kay usually dili po natong kalikayan katong na mga kaya no ang maka-avail ni what about katong mga pobre no so kana po ang tan-aw no sa uni nga aron mahimong available sa tanan.
So, salamat sa iyong pagpanambit sa imong mga una-una. Bilyon kayo ang imong pananaw samtang atong masabtan ang mga implikasyon ni bagong therapy. Salamat, Father.
Stem cell therapy involves using stem cells to treat or prevent diseases and conditions. Stem cells have the unique ability to develop into different types of cells in the body. They can repair damaged tissues, making them useful in treating conditions like leukemia, spinal cord injuries, and certain genetic disorders. While the gene therapy involves modifying or manipulating genes to treat or prevent disease. It works by introducing, removing, or altering genetic material within a person's cells to correct defective genes or to make beneficial proteins. This technique hold promise for treating genetic disorders, some cancers and viral infections. So ang among question do is so first of all, thank you for joining us today. We're discussing the new gene therapy and has recently been approved for clinical use. To start, do you fully support this therapy, oppose it, or do you have reservation about it?
Good evening to you. You can call me Mansky. I am a graduate of nurse and radiologic technologist. Currently, I am practicing my profession as a radiologic technologist for past 12 years in the private hospital. Thank you for having me. I stand before you to advocate for one of the most groundbreaking advancement in modern medicine. So gene therapy actually offers hope, to millions of individuals suffering from genetic disorders and chronic diseases. So actually gene therapy is targeting the underlying genetic abnormalities, unlike the conventional treatment. So kung patient na ay hilanat or na ay sakit, the doctors give pain relievers to address the issue. While in gene therapy, they just have to introduce healthy genes, or modifying the genes to healthier ones to potentially cure the diseases and that were once considerable and untreatable, So furthermore, gene therapy is not limited to genetic disorders alone. It has also a wide range of treatment like the cancers, cardiovascular diseases, neurological disorders, and infectious diseases. So with, the funding bodies of this research has to gasto lang gamay para ma-explore pa ang mga possible treatments and prevention sa nga disease. In conclusion, the gene therapy represents a paradigm shift in medicine, offering hope and healing to countless individuals around the world. By supporting this gene therapy, we can pave the way for a healthier and brighter future for generations to come.
So the next question is, can you elaborate on what specific reservations you have?
The reservation I have in this gene therapy, I have enlisted for, actually nakiupat mga variables. The first one is the long-term safety. So since the gene therapy involves altering genetic makeup, so wala ta kabalo sa mga potential side effects o mga unforeseen side effects of this. So that's number one. Number two, is the ethical considerations, since we manipulate genes, kung ato nang i-manipulate ang genes, kana nga genes kung mga anak siya po, that can be passed sa iyahang future generation like sa iyang anak. So we don't know ang mga possible genetic mutations sa anak. So that's one of the problem. Number three is the efficacy. So kung effective ba gid sa, though I'm not saying kaning therapy is not effective, but the efficacy is not that higher. I mean, dili gini sina naka 100%. There are some risk nga atong gina-consider, Then number four, the last one is the cost and accessibility. So since ang gene therapy actually is one of the most expensive therapy nga na create, I don't know kung ma-avail ni siya sa mga normal people, o ang accessibility since kani siya nga therapy is, I think nara na diha sa sa may European countries, Americans, ug sa mga uban nga richer countries, So I don't think Philippines enlisted na nga list. So actually ang luya ni sa mga pobre, that's it.
So do you think there could be alternative approaches that might address some of these concerns?
Alternative approaches no sa likaning gene therapy, I have four, I think. Number one is viral vectors. So meaning mugamit tag virus, since ang virus they cannot survive without cells, without DNA. Unlike bacteria, ang bacteria man good, they have their own genes, no? Ang virus wala. So ang virus mugamit siya og genes para mo survive. So by infusing the therapeutic gene to virus, iyang atakihon tong gene nga na problem to cure that problem. Number two is ex vivo gene therapy, meaning mukuatag sample anang gene nga na problem, i-extract na to, buhato na to sa gawas, atong i-correct, then re-infuse sa anang patient. Then number three is gene augmentation, meaning kung kana nga gene na ay problem, like kana nga gene ay dili siya kakaya ng task, mag-atag ratag additional gene para tabangan tong gene nga na ay deficiency or na ay kulang. So by that means ma-address tong concern. Then the last one I think is God, ampo lang for some miracles. Lang.
So that's all interesting. So how do you think the introduction of this gene therapy will impact your field? Specifically, and what do you think will be its effect on the general public?
Actually, gene therapy has a potential impact sa mga radtech in several ways. With the advent of this gene therapy, there may be an increase in demand of imaging studies to monitor the effectiveness o para matrace pud kung mga adverse reactions, no. So actually the imaging mura sa pictures, no, magpicture ta, itanaw na to kung kana nga problem is ba successful ba or kung ang problema lang gud na is dugay man gud siya malang problem. With regards to the general public, I think only few people will benefit on this kind of therapy. So sa kami nga mga radtech, we may need to acquire new skills of mga other imaging tools, no, kaning mga mas upgraded nga tools para i-check din nga klase nga therapy.
So thank you for sharing your insights. So your perspective are invaluable as we navigate the implication of this new therapy. Thank you.
Hi everyone. So today we're gonna tackle about stem cell therapy and gene therapy. At first, we're gonna introduce ourselves. My name is Josh David Becerra.
And I am Raymark Hamlag.
And I am Nidel Queens Maria A. Pinoliad.
So Remark, start the discussion by stating what is stem cell therapy and gene therapy.
So the stem cell therapy involves using stem cells to treat or prevent diseases and conditions. Stem cells have the unique ability to develop into different types of cells in the body. They can repair damaged tissues, making them useful in treating conditions like leukemia, spinal cord injuries, and certain genetic disorders, while the gene therapy involves modifying or manipulating genes to treat or prevent diseases. It works by introducing, removing, or altering genetic material within a person's cells to correct defective genes or to make beneficial proteins. This technique holds promise for treating genetic disorders, some cancers, and viral infections. To explain further the topic about stem cell and gene therapy, here are the provided questions was given to us. So Josh, do you agree on the religious aspect in the issues of gene and stem cell therapy?
In this question, religious views on gene and stem cell therapy vary widely. Some religions, such as Catholicism, believe that life begins at conception and that embryonic stem cell research is therefore immoral. Other religions, such as Judaism, have more nuanced views, and some denominations support embryonic stem cell research as long as the embryos are not created specifically for that purpose. Still, other religions, such as Hinduism and Buddhism, do not have specific teachings on stem cell research. Here are some of the reasons why people might oppose gene and stem cell therapy on religious grounds. Number one is that they believe that life begins at conception and that embryos are therefore human persons with a right to life. Second is they are concerned that gene therapy could be used to create designer babies or to enhance human beings in morally problematic ways. And lastly, they believe that it is wrong to tamper with God's creation. There are also religious arguments in favor of gene and stem cell therapy. For example, some people believe that these therapies have the potential to save lives and alleviate suffering, and that is outweighs any moral concerns. Others argue that we have a moral obligation to use our God-given knowledge and abilities to seek the health, the health of the sick. Ultimately, whether or not to support gene and stem cell therapy is a complex decision that people of faith must make themselves. But there is no easy answer, and it is important to weigh the potential benefits of these therapies against the moral concerns that they raise.
So I am also sharing my opinion about this. So we all know na if mingon tag religion, no, so mas believe sila into Bible, no. They believe biblically, so dili kay sila gato sa science. Then we all know also na the main principle sa religion is ang ato adyong lawas jud is ato ra gid ang hiram sa God, no. Mo ginang gina-teach sa mga pare, di ba? And then and so murag disagree gid sila ni, no, kay ang kini nga mga therapy, no, kay naa may mga bag-ohon nga mga organs or nay mga chemical na isulod sa imong lawas, di ba? Then ang prinsipyo pod sa simbahan is ang atong lawas is hiram ra gyud nato kay God, and never dapat nato ni siya bag-ohon ug never nato ni siya sudlan og mga bisan unsa nga chemical. So back to you, Josh. So do you agree all the approaches of gene and stem cell therapy?
So, there are different approaches to gene and stem cell therapy, and each has its own risks and benefits. Here's a summary of two common approaches. In gene therapy, it involves introducing a health gene into a person's cell to treat a disease. This can be done in a number of ways, such as using a virus to deliver the gene into the cells. Gene therapy is a rapidly developing field, but it is still in its early stages. Some of the risks of gene therapy include the possibility that the inserted gene could cause unintended side effects or that the body's immune system could attack the cells that have been modified. In stem cell therapy, it involves using stem cells to treat a disease. Stem cells are immature cells that have the potential to develop into many different types of cells. There are two main types of stem cells: embryonic stem cells and adult stem cells. Embryonic stem cells are derived from early stage embryos, while adult stem cells can be found in a variety of tissues throughout the body. Stem cell therapy is a promising field of medicine, but it is also in early stages. Some of the risks of stem cell therapy include the possibility that the transplanted stem cells could form tumors or they could be rejected by the body's immune system. Whether or not to agree with an approach to gene and stem cell therapy depends on your individual values and beliefs. Some people believe that the potential benefits of these therapies therapies outweigh the risk, while other believes that the risks are too great.
So, Naidil, do you agree on the medical aspect in the issues of gene and stem cell therapy?
So, in the question whether I agree or not on the medical aspect in the issues of gene and stem cell therapy, to explain my perspective regarding this matter, let's discuss both therapies. So, significantly, gene and stem cell therapies present groundbreaking advancement in medical science with the potential to treat a wide array of diseases and conditions that were previously considered incurable. Gene therapy involves altering the genes inside a patient's cells to treat or prevent disease. This can be achieved through several methods, such as replacing a mutated gene that causes disease with a healthy copy, inactivating a mutated gene that is functioning improperly, or introducing a new gene to help fight a disease. While stem cell therapy uses stem cells to repair or replace damaged tissues or organs, stem cells can differentiate into various cell types, offering regenerative potential for a wide range of conditions. So, yes, I agree since the gene and stem cell therapies offer transformative potential for modern medicine, providing new avenues for treating previously untreatable conditions. However, the medical community must navigate the scientific, ethical, and logistical challenges to realize their full potential responsibly. Balancing innovation with caution, ensuring rigorous scientific validation, and fostering ethical discourse will be key to integrating these therapies into mainstream medical practice effectively.
So, last question for you, Naidil. So, do you agree on life starts upon conception?
So, the assertion that life begins at conception is supported by biological evidence, as at that moment, a new genetically unique organism is formed. However, interpretations of this biological event vary depending on philosophical, ethical, religious, legal, and personal views. Some believe that new life has moral status from conception, while others argue personhood develops later. So, this diversity of thoughts influences perspective on issues like abortion and reproductive rights. For example, individuals like Alice may oppose abortion at any stage, while others like Bob may support it in the early stages of pregnancy. So, yes, I agree to the question that life starts upon conception, since this highlights the complexity of human development and the diversity of values across societies.
So, thank you for that clear explanation. So, I hope you guys gain knowledge to our discussion about stem cell therapy and gene therapy. So, thank you for listening.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you guys.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.